captured by Urimo soldiers and I was raped.
The boss said if I don't join the revolution, he will kill me.
I was not fighting because I'm happy. I was not happy of doing it.
Star Radio in Monrovia, this is Bruce.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the program.
This is Untitled Radio, the official voice of the United Nations.
Good day and a warm welcome to Sports.
You can find anywhere. This is where peace begins.
The wars have now ended. Peace is reigning supreme in Liberia. The major question now is that of reintegration. I've been working with Amnesty International, which has put a spotlight on the plight of women who participated in the war. All of the women spoken to gave similar stories of self-protection and revenge as reasons for partaking in the war.
I was arrested by some people on dress. He wanted me to ask this woman. Our father, my fathers were killed by the same group. So I decided to take revenge.
How old were you then?
At that time, I was about 14, 13. I experienced a lot of things why people were shot by the wayside while going. And only it take a man and it take a woman to make it at that time. It depends on bravery and challenges. Because only everybody for themselves. You only fighting for your life. So you have to be brave.
It is estimated that 30,000 women and girls, some willingly, some not, ended up as part of the fighting forces.
I was born 1980. 1990, when the war started, we were in Burma. They took my father, they asked my father whether he was Muslim or they see. And now that was Muslim man. So for that reason, Alhaji, they killed him. Then they killed some of my brothers and sisters. The other rebel, I can still remember one of them, I think either general or colonel, he gave order, they raped us.
You were raped during the war?
I was raped during the war.
How old were you then?
12 years old.
12 years old.
Yeah, I was raped. No father, no mother. I don't have anybody to stay with. That's how I just joined in the revolution and started fighting. I don't need to praise myself. I was not fighting because I'm happy. I was not happy of doing it.
Rape was used as a weapon against many women and girls. The true numbers of those affected will never be known.
A lot of women were abducted. A lot of them were raped. There was a lot of sexual abuse. Women were nominated by their families to protect the young boys, because that was a way of avoiding the young boys becoming fighters. And there were some women who fought because it was a matter of life and death. You know, it was you come and join us or else.
The war went so bad, and they came to arrest women. And when they went on the street, they went to arrest us. They carry truck. As they see you on the street, they take you and put you in the truck. But at that time, I was, caught by that time. The boss said if I don't join the revolution, he will kill me. They will shave your hair, they clean your whole head, take you on the war front. If you are lucky, you come back. If you are not lucky, you die on the front. Every hour they want you to cook. In the night, 2 o'clock in the morning, you have to get up and cook, because they told me if you don't cook, we will just kill you, because you don't want to fight and you got to cook for us. So I just started cooking for them. I experienced a lot of sexual harassment, because most of the time they grab some women and bring them, sometimes you stand right there, your little child, they will have sex with them in your presence. Sometimes they go and kill your husband and have sex with you, right? They will tell you to lay on the body and have sex. That was a lot of experience that I saw.
No longer willing to be brutalized without resisting, women began taking up arms.
the first war, women were abused so much sexually. The women feared that the second war, they were not going to sit back for somebody to come and abuse their right this time. So most of them fear they've seen where the men can hold their arm and do, and commit anything against them. They themselves are going to hold their arm. That's why you saw most women participate to really protect themselves and their children.
Up to 250,000 people died as the war spread to every corner of the nation.
1993, December 23. I was captured by Urimo soldiers at the border where they call Teklemu, around the Guinea border. I was captured by them and I was raped. We were 7 in numbers and 2 were killed because they refused to lie with the people. They refused for the rebels to rape them. When I have my own the gun with me, when you come, you are not going to come and run me out, or you are not coming to dictate to me because I myself have my own gun. So that's why many women took gun.
We were lobbying for peace. We were negotiating for peace. We were advocating for peace, and we were troubleshooting for peace.
In 2003. 14 years of conflict and untold human misery came to an end. It was the women coming together as one who forced the peace.
We knew we had our own abilities as women doing what we know how to do, and we used what we had to get ourselves at the negotiation table with all being invited to impose ourselves on the peace process, and it worked.
The guns were silenced. But the nation was in tatters. No infrastructure, no jobs, no schools, and a whole generation lost the battle.
Everybody was a victim. But hey, we have to bring people together for healing. So it has to end. It has to end. And so it ends. We all become war-affected persons. We all use opportunities that are available in our communities. And we all reap the benefits.
With peace established, the United Nations initiated the DDRR process. Disarmament, demobilization, rehabilitation, and reintegration is a 4-step program designed to take the guns away and provide opportunities for those who were involved in the war.
The process was designed to take the guns away and provide training opportunities for those involved in the fighting forces. The UN had done DDRR programs in other countries, but in no other conflict were so many women involved in the fighting forces. Some say up to 35%.
When you look at the engendering the process, especially the DD, we did not have the appearance of an engendered process. And this led to not many women understanding to come forth. And even if they came forth, the process was designed for males.
We have many women fighting here, especially in Lofa here. It was difficult for women ready to be disarmed. Once you don't have somebody, or you are not assigned with one of these generals, you will never get gone to disarm.
When time ready for all to disarm, the other people then they were ahead of all. They take the ammo, they get to their girlfriend, then they sell it to civilian, then they disarm with it. We'll ask them. The men say he was not there. The people then take the ammo.
So you people who took part in the war, you were not given the opportunity to go disarm yourself or somebody else carry your arms?
Yes.
How did you feel about it?
I feel bad.
The majority of the women who fought were forced by their commanders to give up their guns at the end of the war. Corruption was rampant.
The disarmament was like selling guns, and getting money. Come, give it to somebody, give the gun to somebody that wants to go and disarm. You give the gun to the person, and then when the person go and disarm, when they are coming off from the cantonment site, they give you maybe somebody will just take the rest, and take the $50. He gave me the $100. So they were already selling it. This was how people were not able to disarm.
With people desperate for jobs, having access to a gun or ammunition, turning it in and getting $300 and access to a formal education or skill training program was like a lucky ticket. So what people did was they did all they could to find a gun to turn in.
Okay. She said when the people came, the people asked them that they wanted people that took arms to come and disarm. So when they went around with the announcement, like her, she did not take arms. But being that her parents were all dead, they killed them during the war, so she decided going there to disarm. So she begged people for arms and ammunition. She went and did the disarmament so that she can get benefit from it too. All of them are here. That's the situation. They did not take arms really. But because they wanted to benefit, they were suffering at the time. That's how come they went and did the disarmament. Okay. She's saying the people came and did a disarmament. The very first day they gave them $150 US. Then the second time they came and gave them the balance $150. But for the training now, they did not accept them, none of them. They were all left out for the training. So that's what she said.
Desperate for help, but poorly informed, young Liberian women failed to receive their full benefits.
None of the women knew they didn't need a gun or ammunition to disarm. It was clearly stated in UN guidelines, but this information never reached the women. What was even more troubling was because so many people went through the DD, there wasn't enough money left for the education and skill training programs.
Untrained, uneducated, abandoned, and alone, many Liberian women also carry the burden of shame as a consequence of war.
That fear stay in there. That stigma, the fear stay on there. So that fear is in there. They go to a lonely place. They feel that nobody will stigmatize and oh, the person was this, that.
Once you cut somebody's throat, people are always afraid of you. Their fingers are always pointed at you.
We cannot continuously put these people in the category and refer to them as our beneficiary. It put a stigma on them. We have to remove the stigma. We have to process them into society so they become part of society and blend in and assume their lives.
Traumatized by the war, stigmatized by their roles, former combatants often group together to fend for themselves.
When the women are going along with me in a group, some women want to come down, they bring in a group. They don't have no chance of both. They're living on a rack. Come for the 3 hours to help the women. The 3 hours to free. They just pick them money good at time. Go to job over there. Take them money good. I just decide, and then maybe you can do your find your rack, your boss.
But then trying to go to school, no tuition, no school fees. For every time I go, I will sit down, I want to send for 1 semester, and then come to crush rack. After crushing rack for something like 6 months, the little thing I will keep, I'll go back. Just like that, on and off. I don't have the money in the finances to even send the children to school. They didn't go to school yesterday, today, because of the school fees. So we are all helping to look for it.
Now that you have agreed to put down your guns and become a resourceful citizen, one has to comport him or herself to be accepted and livable in communities. Look, let's give them a second chance. And you are part of the community, so work with us to give them a second chance.
Serving as leaders in their communities, women are helping other women rebuild their lives.
This is an acre of land that was bought by the women and my organization. We are not going back to the old days when women were just in the kitchen. That we make them to understand. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. It's a new country. And if we are to move the country forward, we must participate in those things that will bring about development. I'm the mother to everybody. When they come to me and they don't have money for food or so, I assist them. So through that, I brought the people closer to me. Right now, I can assist them, but I cannot assist them to even build a house for them. So we are calling upon people to come and help them, at least to give them shelters at least. We have rights. But now, gender is making us to know that we have our rights. The women, and not only the women and the men, they should have equal rights.
I came to Nepal when Nepal was established. We have trainings with the women. We teach them how to manage their own conflict, conflict resolution. We want to train the women in leadership. They should know that they can be a leader anytime, politically or any means.
Women in Liberia are very, very proactive, strong. And for a lot of them, the war actually changed their perceptions of how they see themselves.
I said my dream is to become a medical doctor. Yeah. One of these days I can become Dr. Florence. Yeah. Looking after people, saving lives. That's what I want to be.
I found a new life I can produce. I work with Search for Common Ground. I found it a very, very proud, and I don't know how to describe it. I wish other people to imitate me.
Like, I don't want to continue living in poverty. My parents are living in poverty. So that's why I'm striving. No matter the years it takes to see myself somewhere.
My face hair, any type of hair thing, about any style, I do it. So day by day, I make $20, $25, sometimes $50 US. So I would like to encourage my sister that out there, let they try and change and because they are meant to be serious. Anybody can change. Anybody can become human being if you're waiting to change.
Liberian women are unique women. I grew up in a family where I didn't know I was a boy or a girl. I was a person. No one told me I couldn't learn because I was a girl. No one told me I couldn't achieve.
2008 was decreed as the year of Jubilee, the year of freedom. All those years past, I've been struggling. Yeah, I want to believe that we are going to kick poverty and live a better life. Yeah.